Now it is very clear and we can hear each other very clearly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you caused it to hang?
Yes, I hung up and I didn't know that it's going to hang some other people up.
Okay. Okay.
Vivian, what's the first thing we are dealing with tonight?
Oh, wishes do come true.
Wishes do come true. Um,
Oh, that's a good
wishes do come true. My name is the Most Reverend Idika Imeri, and I thank you so much for coming to our broadcast um, this this evening or this morning or afternoon, wherever it reaches your territory in the world. Wishes do come true. That's what we are dealing with. When you hear Jesus talks about whatsoever you desire, it has to deal with what do you wish for? What do you want? For some people, it is mainly a need. For others, they want to go a little bit further to, I want this. It is either something is very important, then you have to spend money for it, like pay your bills, your utility bills, your cell phone, your insurance, either life or your car insurance or your home owner's insurance. One way or the other, that's part of whatsoever you desire has to do with what are the major needs that you have. But also, when you look at how God operates very, very carefully, you will see that God doesn't just pay your utility bills. He is interested in your chocolate, the chocolate in your mouth that you are eating, the candy. I'm talking about the real candy. He's interested in ice cream and cakes, in balloons, and happy birthdays, happy anniversary, Merry Christmas, Happy Easter, Happy Thanksgiving. God doesn't just want you to be somebody who only pay your bills or only spend money for investments, for the accumulation of wealth, or pay your bills, or have some money in your bank account. Everything about God has to do with what do you wish for, what do you want, what do you really, what are the things that are gonna make you happy? What are the things that are gonna make you happy? So it's not just that you need a car. What kind of a car will make you happy? Or cars? Because God doesn't just give you one thing. That is not how his character is. His character has to do with quantitative and qualitative. Everything is given in a big way. Everything is given a whole lot. I want you to know this for a fact. Know this. This is a verifiable. Faith is verifiable facts of God. And verifiable facts in us. That's what faith really is. Please write this down. Faith is God kind of verifiable fact. Write that down. I love this. Faith is God's kind of verifiable fact. What are you wishing for? This is where you must go from just having 3 square meals a day to having snacks in between. This is this is this is beyond just eating one big meal a day, because that is just all that you can afford. So so this is when I say wishes do come true, we are talking about whatsoever ye desire in life, you can have it. And your job is to have the best things of life.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Amen.
The desire of God is for you to establish a semi heaven on the earth. The earth should be a mini heaven. God wants to bring a mini heaven into your own household, into your very life.
Amen. Yes, amen.
Let's go. Let's go to the next thing. Now you know very clearly what it is. Because you see, until you know this kind of thing, you'll only stop with one house, one car, and retirement benefits. And retirement benefits. That's all you're going to have. No more, no less. You only have, that's what we call prosperity. You prosper. Excuse me. But you will not go beyond prosperity to wealth building, and you cannot go from wealth building to wealth accumulation. Almost the same thing like wealth building, but a little bit. And when once you've built wealth, you've accumulated wealth, you are now a rich person. The desire of the Holy Spirit, why the Holy Spirit is on earth, is to make sure that every good wishes in your heart will come to pass, will happen. You'll have it. There was a time that I had nothing. I came to America with nothing. Few clothes, I think 5 books that I like to read on a regular basis. My New Testament Bible, the one that contains the thing that leads me in life. It also has a psalm at the back of it. It's a tiny, I've shown all of you. Sandals and 1 pair of shoes, that's all. And I came to America with that. I went from the U.S. Embassy straight to the United States. I didn't go back home to go and prepare and come. Everything happened so quickly. Everything happened very, very quickly. So I came with nothing. And I have to start from the scratch. It's painful, but I look at it today and I felt that was a good training, because that makes me to be a real human being. Somebody who understands responsibility and who knows how to protect what I now got. And what I now got is not even mine, it is us. It is our thing. Listen very carefully. Your job is to sit down and decide what will make you happy in life, and you go for it. There's nothing wrong about having luxury, having the best things of life, and having a whole lot of it. My desire in life is to accumulate a lot of real estate. Not just because I didn't have any when I was born, when I was growing up, but for business and for the building of the next generation must have something to build upon. it will be a criminal activity before the face of God. It will be like slapping God on his face and slapping the universe. If you leave this earth without leaving piles of money and material resources for the next generation who qualifies to use and start their own life and build. That's why God sent the three wise men, the three magi, to come to baby Jesus, to come and give him gold, frankincense, and myrrh, plus other things that we are not told that they gave to him. And these are not the only people that came to visit Jesus. These are just what is recorded. Others did come. God spoke to other kings to come, but this is just the ones who are recorded. There are others who came. Why did they come to give to Jesus all this? You see, what is happening in the life of Jesus is to tell us how to do business on the earth. That you should not be born into nothing and die without nothing. The father and mother, we call Joseph the father. Joseph is just he's, in a real sense, is the father. It's like I have adopted Kyle, Samantha's son, as my own. I didn't make Samantha pregnant, but she brought me a son. The son saw me one time and cried and said, I want that man. It was the son that told Samantha that he wants me. And he and the mother began to fight. The same way, like I've chosen Sally of Norway, Sally Esther. And they are now my real kids. Just the same way, like I have chosen Zach, of Shante. Very dear to me. Big eater of a boy. Bigger than his age, smarter than his age. Same thing with Kyle of Samantha. Same thing with Sally. If you see these kids talking, you will think they are old people talking. The same way, like I have fully and 100% taken over Trivio of Victoria. Same way, like I have taken over David of Nancy. These are my people. Ainsley is mine too. Ainsley of California, that's mine. See, I'm talking about kids. Isaac and Kishon the father are mine. The mom too, Amanda, is mine. All of Licole's are mine. All of the children. You will see the way kids react towards you. When they see you, when they hear your name, you know, do these kids belong to me or not? They are people who have kids. Their kids doesn't belong to me. Their parents are my partners in ministry, and that is just where it ends. There's never been a time in Trivio's life that's Victoria's son, that he will not either write me a letter, send me something to humor me. You know, we have this bad business going on between us. Because he went to Yosemite National Park, without me, and there was a bear, and he ate a very big lunch with his mom, Victoria, and the baby bear came by, and I have held that against Trivio, that he should have shared his burger, his big old burger, with the baby bear. So, and the baby bear too has his own wahala and did not come to bow before Trivio to say hello. So So this business began from there, just like I have this baby cow and baby elephante business with Sally. So don't get yourself involved with me, because by the time something will stick with you and you can't get yourself out of it. Like cows have sticked with Lizzie, and there's no way she can get herself out of it. It's unfortunate. So if something stick with you, so don't just go with it. Uh-huh. I remember when we were in high school, the English teacher asked us to do a drama of what we were reading in the English book. So they say, "Hey, are you going to be? Will you choose to be so and so in that play?" Everybody say, "Yeah, me." They choose one. You, are you gonna be Miss Totan? She say, "Yeah, everybody, yeah." Then they reached a name. It was a Yoruba name. It was a Yoruba name, and they say, "Who is going to be Aderopo?" Everybody sat still. Nobody. The teacher said, "Somebody need to play the part of Mr. Aderopo." You know, Aderopo sounded like another language. It's a Yoruba name, but it also sounded like another name among the Igbos. So the boys and girls who were from the Igbo tribe, you will see them su among each other, like these things sound like Aderokbo. Aderokbo. Where is Uzo? These things sound like Aderokbo. You know what Aderokbo means? Okbo means buttocks. He said, no. I'm not going to accept to play this role, because if I accept to play this role, this name is going to stick. Everybody's going to call me this name till the day I die. Even when I leave high school, anywhere they see me on earth, they are going to call me Aderokbo. I'm not going to accept it. So nobody wanted it. And so the teacher decided that one girl is going to play Mr. Aderokbo. Hey! The girl started crying and came and knelt down in front of the teacher and the teacher said, "What is the matter? Why don't you want to play the part of Mr. Aderokbo?" The girl said, "Teacher, you don't understand." The teacher said, "I understand. It's just a play. That's not your name." He said, "You don't understand." The teacher said, "Tell me what I don't understand." The girl said, the girl goes and said, "My teacher, let me tell you something. My family is full of curses. We have had so much curse. If I play this name, it's like adding more curses to the curse that is. We are so poor. We are poor and sick. I don't want any more poverty in my family. God forbid, please don't allow me. Release me from playing this role. In the name of Jesus." Jesus have mercy. He said, "I'm not playing this role. He looked like a cursed name, please. I don't want this name. I don't want it to hang on my head. I don't want nobody to call me this name. No way." Oh gosh. So, yeah, it's like I have adopted Segi as a son, Matthias, and the guy in Rhode Island. So many men, and women, and so many kids. People of God, this is what we are talking about tonight. Wishes do come true. Wishes is not make believe. It is something that you've planned in your heart, what you've imagined in your mind, what has been dropped in your spirit, that this is going to enhance your life. It's like today, I looked at the curtains, the draperies on the windows in the living room here, and on the front door. I sat down and think of what color will enhance it, really give it the kick, really make it really kicky, really nice. I went back downstairs, went through the draperies that is there, and I looked through the draperies. Most of the draperies I have were bought by two people in the ministries, a lot of it. Remember when we used to have a lot of curtains as the backdrop? So there are two heavyweights in the ministry who decided to be buying those things, and I'm so happy. I'm so proud of them. So I went and took four. I went and took four for the windows, and immediately I put it. It really make the sun to come in. So it's like there are two sets of draperies. One is behind, one is in front. The other side, one is behind, one is in front. And it's just amazing. So the contractor that is working for me, he came out to take a look at it. He said, "Ooh, I like that. Ooh, that is so beautiful." Then I sat back and looked at the front door. And I said, what will enhance this to really rhyme, to really kick it with what is on the window? Then I went and brought a very beautiful color, and I make it so that's the color that goes behind the color, and then there are the one that are. And then I said to him, "Come and take a look." He came and he took a look. He said, "This is amazing. I love this. This is really pretty." And then he called me, said, "You come to the bathroom and take a look at what I'm doing here." Because my bathroom is completely empty now. And I look. He just used one tile that is on the wall. I mean, the entire wall now has been tiled. The color is out of this world. He said, "I asked you to come to the bathroom and take a look at this tile because you made one of the finest choice. I have worked in so many houses for the last 5 years, but I've never seen a man that walks into about 4 or 5 different, from Mena to Lowe's to Home Depot to the other ones that has difficult names to pronounce, and you are able to pick one that really kick it. Pretty, 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 very luxurious." So he wipes a particular one, and he said, "Take a look," and you can see the bling, the shining. So I wanted you to see what you picked, and I'm so happy for you. And then we left the bathroom and we went to where I sit to write upstairs, and he brought a couple of colors for me to choose to be the colors for the wall. You see, this is who I am. Mary knows that about me a lot. If I come into a place, there will be a change. That's why I like I like the name of our group, Change Makers.
Yes.
Anywhere I enter, there's gonna be a change. I'm going to make that place better. If it is a house, I'm going to make it. If you were the owner, when you come back, when you pass through that place, you will not believe that it's the same house. That's who I am. If I come into anybody's life, there will be a great change. And when people see you,
Whoa,
they will
hallelujah.
not they will not believe that it is the same you.
Amen.
It is the same you that was rejected by everybody. People will not believe it. That has been my history. I started from when I was young. I mean, I was like 3, 4 years. I began to look at cosmetics, fashion. I began to test different perfume in our shops. I began to look at different hairstyles for men and for women. And I followed and I watched the way my dad dressed men, different suit that fits them, and women, whether it's a dress or a skirt and blouse or a suit. I began to see the way my father and the staff in his business put people together, and I come to value it. Beauty means the whole world to me. So he brought different colors and said, I want you to look at these colors. Which one do you like? I look at all of them. I said, this is the one I pick for the color. And he said to me, let me show you something. And he turned his iPhone on, and he said, I picked the same color this morning before I came to work for you. And I look at it, it's exactly the color that I picked. He said, that's the color that should be. Because that color fits with the tiles, everything. Tomorrow he's gonna start laying the tiles for the floor. He has already laid the cement sheet, SHE EET. He has already laid that. He has shoot it in. So tomorrow he's gonna start laying the tile, the mortar and the mortar, MORTOR, and then the tiles will go. Then and then we're gonna leave it for 24 hours. A whole day will pass before he will start fixing the rest of the things. It's just amazing. And then polishing, putting in the grout, the grout or something, and polishing and all kind of stuff. It's just amazing. The detail that goes into beauty is not a small thing. The big things, the little things, and the tiny things that goes into it. It's amazing. I mean, when I see professionals like that, I'm just amazed. I look at my bill, my electric bill today. I put I put my finger in my mouth, and I was just like, "Are you kidding me? What money can do? Money, money will make you money. People who live in this same house were paying $300 a month for electricity and 200 and something for gas. That's why they couldn't afford to live here, to continue to be here. They couldn't maintain this. It's too big for them. And now I look at my electric bill and it's $50. And I look at my gas and it's less than that. Why? Because I went ahead and spent big money to fix the two things that needed to be fixed, and the prices went down. Bam! So just think about if Elon Musk company, Elon Musk, the one that is whether the second richest man in the world today, if his company approve what I have asked them, and then they bring solar panel and put on top of the roof of this house, boom. So I'll be paying zero. I'll be paying zero for electricity. Think about if another company I'm thinking about, they finally come out and go to the backyard, to the very back, and dig me a hole, a borehole there, and connect it with my water. Come on, I've like Leonard put it. He says, "You've made it." You know. Yeah. Yeah, she said that's she no Leona will say you made it, and then she will say you are really smart. There's the way she said it. I like when women from Oklahoma speaks. It's just so good. It's like you are listening to a mixture of English and European. You know that the English people do not believe that they are European people. They believe that they are just really superior English. They are just by themselves. The rest are Europe. They themselves are the Anglo-Saxons. Russians don't believe that they are European. They are just pure wild Russians. And I love it. What do you want? What do you wish for? I was looking at, because I want to, the shows that I will be starting. Thank God that I have 3 group leaders who will be taking over a lot of things that I used to do. One of the shows I'll be dealing with sometime this week, whenever they finish putting the things together for me, the package together for me, is to I'm gonna be doing a show that will be looking at how do you deal with um I'm gonna be looking at the kinds of clothing line, shoes, for plus size women. Gonna be looking at that. How women who have a little bit of body should stop should stop condemning themselves and doing abandoning themselves to whoever and whatever. There are some new shoes out there, some new fashions, high class stiletto, high class pumps for big girls that are just amazing. So I was checking out the kind of jeans. Oh, by the way, we have jeans for sale that when once we put our things together very well, it will be showcasing on our business website. We have a lot of jeans for the big girls. They are just fascinating jeans. Fascinating. So I'm looking at those things. And those are brand names that are just amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And for those of you who don't wear high heel shoes, there are new shoes out there in the market. Some pumps, sandals, and in between, certain ones that they this thing they stick down there is not that tall, but in between that you can walk with it, and the inside is very soft and cushy, and all around it, all around it is saturated with gold and diamond. So, I mean, some of them are real, some of them are fake. It doesn't matter to me. And different kinds of bling. I just amazing. I'm talking to you guys about all this because what wishes do come true. Whatever you wish will happen to you. Whatever you want is gonna happen to you. Because when once it's registered, it's gonna happen.
Amen.
I want you to be aware that you need to have things that are just for you, not for your kids, not for your boys, not for your girls. There are things that are for you. Like your own iPad or tablet should be for you, not shared with anybody. Your own iPhone or Android phone or Google phone, etc., should just be for you. There are things that should just be for you that you enjoy. You enjoy it. Same thing with food, same thing with drink. What do you drink? What do you like to drink? You should be able to create your own world, your own style, your own universe. That's what we mean by wishes do come true. Now, it's not just that because you prayed and it happened. Mary, make sure you write down video 1, wishes do come true. What you are wishing for will come to pass. Joseph always wished to walk, to be in the presence of the Pharaoh, to work for the Pharaoh, all that kind of thing. He got it. Esther wished to be a wife to a king and to be the next queen. She got it. Moses always wanted to be a leader. He got it. Hannah wanted to have a prophet, to have somebody that she gives back to God, who works for God, who remain in God's tabernacle, because that's where she went and asked for a son. I came here to get a child. I'm going to return that child to where I came to ask for. Oh, there's nothing as beautiful as this kind of thing. It's like you come, you came to our altar, or you call me to call money to follow you, because that's what I'm doing these days. I call money to follow you. I call whatever you want to follow you, whether it be houses, they follow you. That's just the way things go. And then you start having it, and suddenly you do not want to talk to me anymore because you're greedy. You got 100,000 US dollars. You do not, you think that it's a big thing for you to give me 20,000 US dollars. You think it's such a big thing. It was from this altar that you got 100,000 or $1,000,000. And now you're greedy. Like I don't deserve part of that money. I asked for cars to follow you, and now you got 5 cars. You think it's a big thing for me to have 2. See, that is where people get it wrong. And let me tell you, in the practice of darkness, you do that kind of thing, they strike you dead. Because they can't stand greed. They strike you dead. Because you must keep your own part of the covenant. Go and try that in Hindu religion, you'll see what I'm saying. Ask Lizzie, she will tell you how they treat the big babas, the big gurus. You come and you say you want to be a great football player, and they perform a charm for you and you go. And Manchester United or Leeds or all this Barcelona, all these great football teams, they hire you. And now you're making millions upon millions. That's why they go back to India and build those guys big temples, buy them limousine, buy them jets. And for some people, they think this is just a you pray ordinary prayer and so on. Why, if it's ordinary, why don't you go and pray your own prayer? Why are you bothering me? See, that's how stupid some people are. And that's why when they come to me, they get it and they are full of greed. After a few times, the thing disappeared because I will take back what I've given to you. That's the way I behave. That's just the way it is because it's a covenant thing. You don't want me to be part of your success? You don't want me to be part of your enjoyment? Really? I will recall what I give to you. I will ask it to come back home to me. That's how the practice is set up. You don't want me to be part of the enjoyment, part of the victory? Really? Then I will ask what I sent to follow you home to come back to me, and it will come back to me, and I'll find somebody else and give it to who can better use it. Wishes do come true. Another thing I want to tell you about wishes do come true is this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened here? Excuse me, people. Excuse me, people. I don't know why this kicked itself out. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's really, really crazy. There we go. Got it back.
Friends.
So,
Please announce yourself.
yeah, so there is another side of wishes do come true. And this is what it is. This is what it is. Oh my gosh, what is really happening here? Please, if somebody is calling your phone, please do something about it. All right. Okay, let's go. What is that? Okay, here we go. Another side of wishes do come true. Wishes do come to pass. What you wish for will happen. Even if things are not going your way, do not wish any bad thing to happen to you. Don't say it with your mouth and do not imagine it with your mind. Please don't do it. Don't let fear make you to say something that the universe will seize, that God himself will even act on, because that's what you want, that's what you're wishing for. That evil people and evil forces will hear, will see, because they are able to look at your mind. That's why they talk about the psychics. They're about to know what is kicking inside your mind. But they can hardly penetrate your spirit. If you are somebody that is born again, they can't penetrate your spirit, but they can penetrate minds. Because there are mind transfer. So whatever you are wishing for yourself, no matter how things are, never say that, oh, I'm gonna be homeless. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick with this kind of thing. Oh, this is what is, this kind of thing always lead to an accident or death. Don't use your action, your imagination, your fear, your doubt to create a world of disaster for yourself, because whatever you wish for with your imagination, with your mind, it will come to pass. Your mouth and your action is huge. It's huge. Don't play with it. It's like playing with fire. Use fire only to cook your food, to heat, for electricity, etc. Those kind of things. But do not go and put your hand in a naked fire. Your word and your action is naked fire, which you can channel for good or you can channel for evil. That's why electricity is so carefully packaged, so that you don't see it and you should not touch it, because it will kill you. Electricity is fire. It's pure naked power fire. And there is a side of the Holy Ghost that is like that too. You don't mess with these things. Water is sweet in the cup and is sweet when you take your bath with it. But when you want to go and swim in the ocean and in the deep sea and the big rivers, well, water is no longer sweet for bath, or is no longer good for drinking. When the same water become hurricane and storm with heavy wind and fast wind, with heavy rain carrying away houses and cars, the same water that you drink and you take bath with, now it's something else. It can become something hazardous. It can become a tsunami and can destroy a whole country, a whole city, a whole state. Think about that. Think about that. Just think about that. People of Bahamas are trying to reach me. The nation of the Bahamas. When he call again, I'm gonna tell him that he need to leave me alone. He need to go and spend time with his new wife. That's what he need to go and do. Yeah, he got married, so he should go. Yep, he should go and enjoy his marriage. When he call again, I'll tell him which group he belongs to. All right. So your wishes is like water or fire or air. The same air that you breathe. Go and see when the air become wind and storm and all that kind of stuff. Go and look at it and you will see the destruction. Think about that. So don't joke with your wishes. Don't joke with what is going on, what you desire. Because it's like wild air or wild water or wild fire. Don't mess with those things. It can be used for good. The same water that you use to cook your food and enjoy your meal. Think about it. Can also kill you. Same water. But in a different form now. So your wishes can take different forms and become a problem. Or it can become an accumulated power that channel good things to come to you. or an accumulated power that opens the door for bad people to come into your life or for bad people to destroy you. Wishes do come true. Baby girl, baby boy, wishes do come true. Wishes do come true. I want to stop here and go to part 2 of this. Mary, I hope you've written the title of the video, Wishes Do Come True.